have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly. Having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny. Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies.
Remy TV contains mature humor and explores material that the triggered may find offensive. If you're a bot programmed by the Matrix, viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Nicki Minaj is not losing credibility because of one bad moment. She is losing credibility because of who she is consistently loyal to. Okay?
Period.
Now, we'll never take away her rap ability from her. She's the queen of rap. That can't change overnight. No. We understand that. This has nothing to do with her music, but I wanted to talk about this. The other day, we saw a comment and a thread of a conversation where they said they think it's wrong for other women to stop supporting women because they are male-centered. That is not fair because it could have something to do with how they were raised, or they have a partner who is an abusive man. Mm-hmm. So it's wrong for you to remove yourself from this person's orbit because of that.
Do you hear yourself? Because all you're saying is we should just excuse people for these certain behaviors, when in reality, a lot of times when women are male-centered, they can be quite dangerous to other women.
And I feel like we want to ignore this, and I don't understand that. When the topic of Nicki Minaj is brought up, I see a lot of people constantly say, well,
we can't fault her because when she was younger, this, that, and the third happened, and this happened, so that's why we're going to ignore these very obvious things that she did. And I am not going to hold this person accountable for that.
I don't understand this. Before we get into this conversation, my name is Mel.
I'm Charles.
And you're watching Remy TV, and we do all things girl talk, self-development, and how to elevate and be a baddie. So make sure that you are subscribed to our channel. We are on the road to 10K. Join the club. Yeah.
Let's be clear, guys. I feel like you guys are not clocking what Nicki's putting down. Mm-hmm. All this weird summation of all her behaviors really comes down to the point she is male-centered, okay? That's all it really is. She is male-centered. When it comes to being male-centered, it is usually because a woman's self-worth comes from the validation of men. Mm-hmm. It is the center point of everything. A girl could say she's a baddie, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful. If it's not a man who comes and affirms that, what she just said means nothing to her.
Mm-hmm. And I know people were thinking Nicki is not male-centered because her music, she makes songs about hyping herself up. But guys, male-centeredness, her actions show you she's male-centered, and I feel like we have been ignoring these actions. Now, we already know Nicki and her husband are their own controversial topic, but I want to get into some key things that show male-centered behavior. Well, she's always believing men when it comes to abuse allegation worlds, which is really, really troubling. Mm-hmm. She automatically believes her man and doesn't think he did it. She dismissed everything that the woman said, and the woman allegedly claimed that you sent goons on her in order to hush her up. in order to protect said man.
Is Nicki Minaj's husband, and they have known each other for a very long time. At one point, they even went to school together. So in September of 1994, the victim was 16 years old, and I believe Petty was 15 at the time. The victim, Jennifer, was walking to school when Petty came up behind her and pressed an object against her back and told her to follow him. They ended up going to his house, where he forcefully took her up the stairs, still at knife point, and began to forcefully R-word her. The victim ended up breaking a bottle over this man's head to get away from him. She ran to school, where she immediately reported the incident to school members and policemen. She was then taken to a hospital, where pictures were taken of the bruising around her neck and a rape kit was done. Now, when Minaj was marrying Petty, all of her fans were like, wait, didn't this man R-word somebody? She tried to paint this picture that he was an innocent man that was wrongly convicted, when that is not the case. All evidence stacked up against this man. He was convicted, he served 4 years, and now for the rest of his life, he has to register on the sex offender list. The victim ended up filing a harassment lawsuit against both of them in 2021, citing that they were harassing her and using intimidation tactics to get her to tell the public that this man was innocent. They even offered her, allegedly, an NDA of $500,000.
So, I mean, I don't really know what other, like, that's really evidence right there. She is willing to put another woman's life at risk to protect a grown-ass man. Allegedly. And mind you, she continues to also romanticize these sick men and with the things they do. He also was boasting about cutting off was it a woman's finger?
She said bitch. No, a bitch finger. Because you know when someone says a nigga finger, that means it's a guy. But when you say it's a bitch finger, you're saying no, it was a woman.
Yeah, in hood terms, when you talk like that, usually when you say a bitch finger, you're saying a woman's finger.
And if you say you cut a nigga finger off, it's because you cut a man's finger.
Yeah.
Anyways, this man said, why are people saying I use you for your money? I cut someone's finger off for the wedding ring you're wearing. And she's feeling like a bad girl. A bad girl.
She's like, oh my God, look at him like going to war and like doing this for me.
Well, Chucky, I love you. And I just want to know, everybody said that you secured the bag. You married a multimillionaire and you secured the bag.
You know I just cut somebody's motherfucking finger off of that ring?
You did?
Yeah, and I ain't
You mean I didn't buy this ring?
No, you didn't buy that ring. I
You
cut
cut
a whole
a nigga
motherfucking
finger,
a whole
a bitch
nigga
finger.
That's a fact. A whole motherfucking finger off of this shit. What you mean I secured the bag? You got your citizenship, your green card.
Oh, thank you.
That's right.
Chucky, because you are American, I can now fill out paperwork to vote in the United States of America of Donald Trump. And I would like to thank my fans and everybody.
Like, what are you romanticizing? He cut someone's finger off. Allegedly.
Right. Your words, not mine, bucko. We can sit here and pretending it's a shock, but do we not remember Tory Lanez?
She was liking and amplifying posts that discredit her testimony about what Tory Lanez did to her, and then proceeds to write a song to say, get up on your good foot.
Like, if we're being honest, that really should have made people a lot more uncomfortable. And
Why are you ready to write a song?
A song to discredit another woman who is speaking out about abuse towards a man.
She got shot.
And I think what's strange is that why is women speaking out on abuse make her stand up to defend that man?
Every single time.
There gets to a point where we have to acknowledge these behaviors instead of shutting our eyes. The Barbs be like, anyways, girl, I still love her though. And I think I can enjoy someone's music and enjoy who they were or who I thought they were and remove them from my life. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm not out here pretending people aren't doing crazy shit.
She makes a good song? No, I'm not. You guys are crazy.
That's really jarring. Okay?
Bitch, and I know you listening right now, you fragment foot bitch.
Yeah, and then, Tekashi 69, he pleaded guilty for doing a sexual performance with a child?
Yeah. Mind you, people were telling Nicki this, like the fans, like,
this guy's sick, like, what are you doing?
Like, and she was like, okay, well, he was also young.
So she's out here defending this man.
She always has defense.
And then she proceeds to make a bunch of songs with him to really double down on her defending him.
Like, I feel like we just casually moved on because the song's 8. I ain't gonna act like I ain't gonna act like it didn't eat.
Like, well, I'm not gonna pretend I didn't bop my head. Like,
but I think we need to realize how scary that is. Like myself, when I even look over, I'm like, why were we all moving forward? What are we moving forward from?
Why are we ignoring this shit?
Why do we think it's normal? And then her brother, Nicki Minaj's brother, the worst story of them all, he pled guilty to
raping a 14-year-old, right? 12-year-old girl.
I believe it was for a long period of time, though. I think it was like 2 years. I don't know. It was long.
Wasn't it his stepdaughter or something?
Yes, his stepdaughter. He was sexually assaulting her. And what did Nicki Minaj do? She wrote a letter to the judge
to protect her brother.
Nicki described her brother as the most patient, gentle, genuine, giving, selfless man she knows, and someone who came to my mother's rescue, often when she endured domestic violence, so that she and I could sleep peacefully at night. In the letter, Minaj also reportedly accused the victim's mother of trying to extort her, and asked the judge to show mercy to her brother and rethink punishing him for something he did not do.
Like, she always goes to war for these men doing disgusting things. Do you think I would ever speak to my brother again? I don't even effing know you if I ever heard something like that.
Heard that, but do you get it? Protecting women and defending women does not seem to be a priority for her. I think.
And you don't think that isn't dangerous? And you're trying to tell people that they're fucked up for not befriending male-centered women? Do you see how dangerous she is?
Like, I'm not trying to be funny here. This
Based
is
on
dangerous.
Her own behaviors, I see danger. I would not want to be near a person like this or associated with a person like that.
I have heard stories from people where they have had women try to take their life over men. What do you call that? You think that's not something I should be worried about and remove? If you see someone is willing to do anything to appease a man in your close circle, that's a dangerous person. She'll leave you for dead.
Yep.
She'll leave you in the club stranded.
She's a soldier of the patriarchy. I realize they're programmed soldiers of the patriarchy, and they try to take out anyone trying to do the opposite of that.
And you guys think because they're programmed soldiers that I'm just supposed to automatically feel bad and automatically be lenient?
I'm a girl and she's a girl. No, because we're not the same, and she's gonna destroy me. I'm not interested.
I'm not interested. Now, respectfully, I left Nicki Minaj in 2025. The music's good, but you're not right. You got on that stage with Trump. He's the most dashing man. Go off, queen.
You're insane.
Goodbye.
and look at you lying on stage like he's even giving. He's literally so ugly. Like, you already lied right there.
You already lied. And we have a little conspiracy that we don't even think what she's doing. We think whatever reason she did this,
it's definitely from a self-serving standpoint
to have him in her back pocket because she needs it. I don't know, maybe she's in debt or something and she needed a good payday.
She gotta take care of her baby boy.
Yeah, her man dem. We're not talking about her baby, we're talking about her man.
No, her literal husband, because that's her baby. She's literally his protector.
So I think she'd do anything for him.
Trash garbage lying around. So
I really think she would do anything for him, and if
even support Trump,
yeah,
and like publicly like defame herself.
Yeah, if she had to publicly destroy her reputation,
she's willing to go back for a man. You guys need to understand how dangerous they are. Do you see how dangerous? Like, they're willing to support Trump and switch their political viewpoints for a man. And you think I should be their friend?
This is my conspiracy, but
it's my conspiracy, and I bet you
I stand on it. I think it has to do with defending a man and also defending herself from whatever beef she's got in the industry.
You switch your political views to protect a man, which is also Donald Trump. I don't know.
Exactly. You switched up your own views. You were support of LGBTQ.
Men every day. You're on their dick. You're nasty.
Yeah. Anyways, I can't, I just wanted to make this video because can we stop just ignoring these things? Can we stop excusing behaviors? How are we going to get better if we keep saying, oh no, it's because her boyfriend is an abuser. You can't cut her off. She's going to cut your hair off. You can go ahead and
hold her in your arms while she cuts your hair off. Me, I'll be gone in the wind. Good luck.
Yeah, and if this video shook your ass away,
yeah, comment down below. Have you experienced having to run away from a sick woman
who is male-centered?
Do you realize right now it's time to run? Let us know.
Yeah.
Is there someone in your life you've been holding on to because of this BS they've been brainwashing you to do?
Yeah, telling you to just allow your friend to constantly do crazy shit. We're literally watching Melrose Place from the 90s. This girl claims to be friends with these people, and she openly tries to take their men in front of them. Invite them to her house.
Yeah, invite her men to the house. Try to distract the girl to go do something else. Like, you're sicko.
That's not not dangerous, I should be sad because she was taught to love men. Please get out of my face.
Get out of here.
Make sure to like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe
to the Remy Diaries, aka Remy TV, your favorite YouTube streaming network, your favorite network, where you'll never want to change the channel. Bye.